Hello children, today we are going to do the next exercise of lesson statistics. Here in the next exercise, that is 14.3, we are going to learn about different types of graphical representation. Now there are three different types of graphical representation. One is bar graph, one is histogram, and the other is frequency polygon. You have learnt about bar graphs in the previous classes, children. So what is a bar graph? It is a pictorial representation of data in which usually bars of uniform width are drawn with equal spacing between them on one axis depicting the variable, and the values of the variables are shown on the other axis, and the height of the bar depends on the value of the variable. Now we are going to solve the second question of this exercise, that is the following data on the number of girls of the to the nearest 10 per 1000 boys in different section of Indian society is given below. So different sections are given, that is SC, ST, non-SC, ST, backward district, non-backward district, rural and urban. And the number of girls per 1000 students is given, that is 940, 970, 920, 950, 920, 930 and 910. And this we have to show it in the graph. Now let us start with the graph. Here one more question is asked: in the classroom, discuss what conclusion can be arrived at from the graph. Now see, here I have drawn a graph, and on x-axis there are two axes. The x-axis is horizontal and the y-axis is vertical. On x-axis I have taken the different types of sections of the society, and on the y-axis I have taken the number of girls per 1000. Now the frequency is given, I have taken from 0 to 100, 200 till 1000. The numbers of girls are around from 900 to 1000. So we have to show these girls numbers between 900 to 1000. But while showing it on the graph, we have to start from 0, and the equal distance has to be taken from 0 to 100, 200, 300 like that. And the numbers will represent, the first is SC. So how many girls are there in that? 940. So after 900 and till 1000 there are 10 lines. So fourth line will be 940. Then next is 970. So 970 is after 900 seventh line. So accordingly we are going to mark all the numbers on the number line, and then of equal distance we have to draw bars on that. You have to write the scale also in the right hand corner, that is scale is 1 centimeter is per 1000 girls. Fine. So this way we are going to complete the first question of bar graph. The second one is related to histogram. Now the question is, the length of 40 leaves of a plant are measured and the obtained data is correct to 1 millimeter represented in the following table. So the length of different 40 leaves is checked, and it is shown in the table here. So the minimum length is 118 and the maximum length is 180 millimeter. So the distance between each group is 118 to 126. So there are 8 numbers in each group. The next group starts from 127 to 135. So again 8 numbers. Now histogram is, this is like a same like a bar graph, but instead of gap between the bars, the graph has to be continuous without class intervals. The class intervals will be continuous. Now here see the higher number of the first class, that is 126, and the lower number of the next class, that is 127. So there is a difference of 126 and 127. So the difference, whatever one is there, we have to divide in both the groups. So it will be 0.5. So the first group we have to add 0.5 in the upper limit, and in the next group's lower limit we have to add 1.5. So the group starts from, first group starts from 117.5 to 126.5. The next will be continuous to that. So that will be 126.5 to 135.5. Like that we have to make the group continuous first, and then we have to show it on the histogram. So the graph will be like this. So after 0, this first number is 117. So whatever gap between these numbers are there, that we are going to show by a zigzag line, that is called as scheme. So graph of bar of each number, so 117.5 to 126.5, there are the measurement is there are 3 leaves. So on 3 we have to put a mark. The next number is 126.5 to 135.5. So in this group there are 5 leaves. So accordingly we have to draw bars, and then after that midpoint of each one we have to take. So first group is 117.5 to 126.5. Midpoint of that we have to take. The next group's midpoint also we have to take, and then join the line. And for the first one and the last one, so after last one, that is 185.5, there's no group. So what you have to do, there's the same distance you have to take, 0.5, and then you have to take the line till there. So like this we are going to complete the histogram. The next one which we are going to show, that is a pie chart, frequency polygon now. So here one, how we are going to do, there are two ways to draw polygon. First we can draw a bar graph or histogram, and we have to take the midpoints of upper side of the adjacent rectangles of the histogram, and then you have to draw a line. Otherwise we can do independent frequency polygon without drawing the histogram. So there is one more way to find out, that is we have to take a class mark. So how we are going to take the class mark, you have to take the upper limit and lower limit, we have to add it and divide it by 2. So we will get the class mark, that is midpoint of each group. So here the question number 7 I have taken, the runs scored by 2 teams, that is A and B, on the first 60 balls in the cricket match are given below. And the group is like this. First 1 to 6, there are in team A 2 runs, and for B team it is 5 runs. So for next 7 to 12 balls, it is 1 run in A team and 6 runs in the next B team. So like that till 60 balls, how many runs are taken by each team is given, and then we have to show it in the one polygon only. So 2 different polygons in one graph paper we have to show. Here the class interval is 1 and 6, 1 to 6. What we have to do, we have to change it to 1 and 6 is 7. So 7 plus 1 plus 6 is 7, divided by 2, that is 3.5. So the first frequency we have to take on 3.5. Next group is 7 and 12. Add 7 and 12, it is 19. So 19 divided by 2 is 9.5. So like that we have to take the class mark of each group, and then you have to mark it on the x-axis, and y-axis the runs taken by each team. So team A and team B maximum number is 10. So 10 till 10 number we are going to mark on y-axis. Now first we are going to draw a graph for team A. So for 3.5 we have 2 runs. So mark it on 2. The next is 1. So take 9.5. The number will be runs are 1. So like that for all that we have to mark the points, and then you have to join all the points. And before the number starts from 3.5. So before that the previous one will be minus 3.5. So you have to start from minus 3.5, from minus 3.5 to 3.5, and then go on doing for the next class intervals. The same way you have to do for team B also. So the first number is 5. So 3.5 frequency, 3.5 group, number of runs are 5. So at 5 you have to mark it, and then go on marking for all the numbers, and you have to draw a line for that. That is frequency polygon for team B. So So I have done two different lines, one is dotted and one is with the black pen. So those two are different two types of polygons on one graph. After this we are going to do the next exercise, the that is finding out central tendency of each ungrouped data. Now there are three different measures, that is, one is mean, second is median, and third is mode. Now what is mean? It is a average of the given data. Now how we have to do? We have to add all the observations and divide it by number of observations, that is mean, or you can call it as average also. What is median? Median is the middlemost term of the given data, and mode is the most frequently occurred observation. So now here I have taken three sums, one is for mean, one mode, and median. Now in the first question of 14.4, I have taken second question. In a mathematics text given to 15 students, the following marks are obtained. Those marks are out of 100, and marks of 15 students are given. You have to find out the mean, median, and mode of all these three data. So let us start with mean. So what is mean now? Mean is sum of all the observation divided by number of observation. So what all numbers are there? You have to add all those numbers, that is 41, 39, 48. All the numbers till 60, 15 numbers you have to add. That gives us 822, and the number of observations are 15. So divided by 15, we will get 54.8, and that is mean of the given data. Then next is mode. Now median. So for median, it is a middlemost term. Now you have to arrange the data in ascending order. So from small to big numbers you have to arrange it. Here it is arranged, the smallest number is 39 and the biggest is 98. So accordingly it is arranged. Now the number of observation is 15, that is odd number. Now to find out the middlemost term, what you have to do? N plus 1 by 2, the observation. So n is number of observations. So 15 plus 1, that is 16. 16 divided by 2, that is 8th. So whatever 8th term comes, that is the median term, that is middlemost term of the given data. So here 8th term is 52. So median of the given data is 52. And what is mode? Now mode is most repeated number. So what is the number repeated here? So 52, it comes here thrice. So 53 is the mode of the given data. Now let us go to the next question of that. Third question, the following observations have been arranged in ascending order. If the median of the data is 63, find the value of x. Now the observations are given, but two observations are missing here. So the fifth and sixth observation are not given, but the median of the data is given. So how we are going to find out? So let us start with the solution. The observations we have to arrange, it is given in the ascending order only. Median is 63. So how many observations are there? Let us count. That is 10 observation. So 10 observation means 10 upon 2 plus 10 upon 2 plus 1. So 10 upon 2 is 5, and 10 upon 2 is 5 plus 1, that is 6th. So 5th and 6th observation you have to divide by 2. So what is the 5th observation? That is x. And what is the 6th observation? X plus 2 divided by 2, and that gives you median 63. So how we are going to write it in the equation? Median is equal to 5th observation plus 6th observation divided by 2. So 63 is equal to 5th term is x, 6th term is x plus 2 divided by 2. When you solve this equation, you will get x value as 62. So the two observation, x is 62 and x plus 2 is 64. Let us go to the next question, that is fifth one. The mean salary of 60 workers in the factory is given in the table. 60 workers salary is given, and we have to find out the mean of that salary. Now here the salary is 3,000 to 10,000. So 16 workers get 3,000 as salary, 12 workers get salary 4,000 salary, like that 60 workers salary is given there. Now to find out uh, here to find out the mean of the given data, we are going to use the formula sigma f1 x1 by sigma f1. Now the salary in rupees we are going to consider as x1, number of workers, that is frequency f1, and multiplication of that is f1 into x1, that gives you f1 x1. So 3,000 into 16 gives you 48,000. 4,000 into 12 gives you 48,000. So like that, when you add all that, that gives you sigma f1 x1, that is 3,05,000. Now this is number of observations are 60. So you have to divide this 3,05,000 by 60. So that gives us 5,083.33. So that is a mean salary of the 63 workers. So here we end the lesson. So complete the exercises. Remaining sums of 14.3 and 14.4 you have to complete, children, and then be ready for the next class. Till then, take care.